To watch the latest videos by Sciencetalks, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get notified on all the science-related videos. Indian women in science. Women are universally underrepresented in science and technology. India, viewed as a potential powerhouse of innovations, is no exception. All institutes of scientific learning are open to all of its citizens, but potential female researchers still hesitate at the thresholds of laboratories. Is this because they have seen very few role models of their gender in such establishments? Here are some of the inspiring stories of Indian women in science. Indirahinduja. Dr. Indira, the woman who delivered India's first test tube baby. She is one of the most renowned gynecologist, obstetrician, and infertility specialist who introduced gamete intrafallopian transfer. She is also credited for developing an oocyte donation technique for menopausal premature ovarian failure patients. GVsatyavati. Dr. GVsatyavati is one of the most distinguished former Director General of Indian Council for Medical Research (ICMR), a shy, lonely girl from the middle-class Brahmin family. She joined the ICMR in 1966 and was promoted to Director General in 1944 and the Chief Editorship of the Indian Journal of Medical Research for 18 years. Viditavaidya naturally had an aptitude for science because she was grown up in a family of doctors and scientists. She found her interest in neuroscience. Doing a thesis in the neuroscience program at Yale was key in furthering her interests, and after a postdoctoral at Oxford, came back to India. She is an Indian neuroscientist and professor of Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai. She was a former senior research fellow to the Wellcome Trust and a former associate of the Indian Academy of Sciences. Her primary areas of research are neuroscience and molecular psychiatry. Farahishtiaq. She is an evolutionary ecologist interested in the ecology and evolution of emerging vector-borne diseases. Her experience in research and conservation is based on 17 years of involvement in various projects around the world. She is a senior scientist of Tata Institute for Genetics and Society. She is the only scientist in India and of the few in South Asia to study in detail the spread of malaria in birds. For close to a decade now, she has been researching avian malaria and doing field work across 7 sites in the Himalayas, where she monitors bird migration and studies parasites. Vijayalakshmiravindranath. She is neuroscientist and is a professor at the Center of Neuroscience, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. She was raised with immense support from her parents, and she said that her father encouraged her to study science much against the wishes of the elders in the family, who were very keen to get her married immediately after graduation. She was the founder director of the National Brain Research Center, Gurgaon, and founder chair of the Center for Neuroscience at Indian Institute of Science. Rajinderjeethansgill. She was largely educated at home by her supportive parents and with her affinity for mathematics. She graduated with honors in math from the Government College for Women, Ludhiana. For her MA in math, she joined Government College for Men, where she proved to the world that women could do maths by scoring 98%. Ushavijayaraghavan. She was born in 1961, having grown up in a family that greatly valued education. She realized her aptitude and love for science in high school, and with a master's in biochemistry, she went on to do extensive research in biology at Caltech. She is now a faculty of the Department of Microbiology and Cell Biology at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Her major research interests are molecular genetics and plant development. BKthelma. She was born in 1955 in Uttar Pradesh. Thelma completed her BSc and MSc in zoology from Bangalore University in 1973 and 1975 respectively. She pursued PhD in biomedical research in 1982 from the University of Delhi. Thelma established the DNA-based diagnosis facilities for Fragile X syndrome, the most common form of inherited mental retardation, with financial support from Department of Biotechnology. Saralasubbarao. She was fascinated by Mandel's law of inheritance and genetics from 1975 to 2003. She worked at the Malaria Research Center, retiring as director. She is a fellow of the National Academy of Sciences, Allahabad, Indian National Academy of Sciences, New Delhi, and the Indian Society for Malaria and Other Communicable Diseases.